My golf tip this month is aimed mainly at the higher handicaps and beginners to help them with a fairly common problem, and that is either topping or hitting the ball along the ground. There are two important factors in reaching the bottom of the arc consistently each time in your swing. One is the distance that your head is from the ball, and the other is the length of the left arm to maintain that. When I start in my address position, I am X number of inches from the ball. That distance is made up either of my head position or the length of my left arm. I will put a circle around my head here to show you that in this swing I'm going to be keeping my head reasonably still, but as I come into the ball you'll notice that my left arm has pulled in slightly, and right now I have a slight bend, or what we call a chicken wing position. That pulls the club inwards and causes me to hit the ball. You can see that ball scooting very low along the ground. My head position has stayed fairly steady, but my left arm has collapsed, and that is certainly one of the most common reasons for topping. Most high handicappers and beginners say to me, well, I kept my head still, why did I top the ball? Well, usually the case is that the left arm is collapsing as you're going through, and the end result will usually be that the arms and hands will finish very close to the body here. This is what I call a narrow finish. You can see the hips haven't turned all the way through, and that is a very common form of topping the ball. The other way that you can top the ball is with the head position. Some people say, talk about lifting the head, but really it's the spine angle. Your head is attached to your spine. So it's really the spine that's raising up that causes the head to come up. So as I go back now I'm going to concentrate on keeping my arm straight. What you'll notice as I come into the ball, my spine is straightening, and when my spine straightens, my head comes up, and you can see that ball again is going to be topped. I'm going to hit the ball on the ground because I'm higher at my impact position than I was at my address position. So I'm further away from the ball, causing me to top the ball. So even though the swing looks okay, my head was a few inches higher at impact than it was at the start of the swing. This is now the drill that will help you prevent those two things from happening. Anybody that's taken lessons from me at my school is very familiar with this drill. I teach it a lot. It's called the 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Take my left arm back to about 9 o'clock, keeping it still and keeping my head position, and when I come through I'm focusing on my head staying still, and at impact keeping my left arm nice and straight and maintaining that straightness, so that by the time I finish I have a nice extension. I've got both arms. You cannot at this point allow this left arm to fold at all. It's got to be both arms extended out like that. So from the 9 o'clock through to the 3 o'clock and finishing at about shoulder height over there each time. This is a great drill because it's going to help you in your full swing. So as you'll see here, I'm going to go ahead in my full swing, full shoulder turn. Now my head stays fairly steady, my left arm stays straight, so through impact, good solid contact, good extension. My head is still in the same position, and that's a good extension and rotation. See how my right hand is crossed over the left. Now the right shoulder hits my chin, and that pulls my head round and up, and the end result is that the hands finish above my head. I haven't got that narrow little finish that we saw earlier on with the chicken wing. This is a good indication that I have a good extension going through to a full follow-through position. Work on that drill, work on finishing high on your follow-through, and I'm sure you'll hit a lot more solid shots.